I'm here to talk about what I've been dealing with. Like, I didn't even realize that I was dealing with the side effects of being sexually assaulted. Watched this video of this girl talk about how, like, after she was sexually assaulted, she put on a bunch of weight because she thought it would prevent her from being assaulted again. And this other girl, she talked about how, like, she tattooed her face, tattooed her whole body to prevent herself from being assaulted again, because she thought if she was less attractive, then that would stop it. And I've kind of been going through that same thing where, like, I've been having extreme cognitive dissonance with myself. I don't even know if that's the right term, but I want to be beautiful and look good and feel good, but then I'm constantly worrying about if I'm going to be sexually assaulted again. And what's so crazy is I had sex with someone. I pretty much, like, used my body as a weapon because I felt like, okay, well, if I just have sex, then they won't rape me or they won't hurt me. But it doesn't change the fact that I was sexually assaulted, and I'm still dealing with the side effects. Well, today I'm telling myself that that's just done. Like, I'm not gonna carry the guilt of what happened to me because I resisted, the person didn't listen, and yes, I shouldn't. And I've been having dreams about this shit for nights of me being assaulted, me fighting back, and then giving in once I felt like no one was listening. And I don't feel bad about it no more. Like, I felt ashamed, I felt guilty, but it's not my shame. It's the person who assaulted me, and I give it all back to them. It doesn't belong to me. Like, I send it all back to them. But I'm saying this to say that, I've been making videos about my history and my past, and I have no regret at all. Like, none at all. I shouldn't have to, women shouldn't have to go through this, but I've gotten through it before, and I can do it again. And I'm happy everything that occurred between me and this person, I'm happy that it all happened, because in the end, all it did was bring me back to myself and my desire to, like, love myself, and my desire to, like, care for myself and to protect myself and want better for myself and raise my standards and stuff like that. But what I want to say to young girls and boys too, because boys aren't exempt from sexual assault, that don't carry shame, don't carry guilt, don't blame yourself. You might at first, but it's not your fault. If someone assaults you, it's not your fault. And even if you choose to, like, break, it's not always a choice. I chose to break because I developed this defense mechanism of, like, if I have sex, then I won't get raped. But that doesn't make it true. Like, you breaking when you feel a man just forcing himself on you, like, it doesn't change the truth. I still was sexually assaulted, and it had effect on my brain. It had effect on how I see the world, and it had an effect on how I showed up in the world, and I just couldn't figure it out what was wrong with me or what was going on with me, because there's nothing wrong with me. That's just a side effect of that stuff happening. But I've been gaslighting myself this whole entire time and trying to see, like, the good in this person, like, trying to appreciate the little bit of good qualities that they have. But that's it. That's a boundary for me. Once you assault me, that's it. It doesn't matter what else you do that's cool, or what else that you do that's interesting, or, like, what other good traits you have. I don't care. Like, don't blame yourself. Don't, hold space for that part of yourself, and just know that you're human. For me, I feel like I've said this already, but I've been experiencing sex abuse I was since I was 2, and I went through it for years on end, consistently, because the person I lived with, the person that lived with my best friend, I stayed at her house a lot. They assaulted me, they abused me. Every time I went to sleep, I woke up to them abusing me. So I went through a lot, and that's all I knew. So I know today it's not right what I went through, but a part of my brain still does this thing. I have to work hard to train my brain to realize, to stop going into that. Or I have to know that that's just going to be the side effect, since that's my life. Like, hey, you might gaslight yourself, but really examine the facts of this situation. Not what you want to feel. Not you want to feel, oh, this person has good traits. That's what I want to feel. I want to believe that despite people's mistakes, they can be better and they can change, and they're not all bad, but some shit just makes you bad. You can't be a good person with certain traits. I'm sorry. That's just what I need to understand and know. But yeah, if it happens to you, don't hold space for yourself. Hold space for that part of you that even might blame yourself for a little bit. You know, that's what I'm learning now. Like, instead of, because I'll just be in a cycle of shame, like hating myself for feeling shame. But it's like, I feel shame because I don't feel good. I feel like I did something, and my feelings aren't always correct. I didn't do anything. Laying next to someone is not you saying, yes, I want to have sex with you. That's not what that's saying. And for people who take it that way, we sitting next to each other. There were times where I wasn't even laying next to a guy. I was sitting in a car with him, and the man pulls his private parts out. Relax. Like, relax. I'm not even, we haven't even shown any type of interest. I can see if there's a conversation about interest. Like, I have never once in my life told that man I liked him. So for you to be pulling out your private parts in front of me is insane. Like, I don't care about your attraction to me. I don't care that you voice it. I've turned you down numerous times, and you still keep pushing up on me. And you try to go to the extreme because you think that's gonna make me have sex with you. But it's like, that's weird. People are weird. But yeah, no, I just want to say, it's not yours to carry. Like, it's not yours to carry, and it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to heal overnight. You got to hold space for yourself. Really, that's what I've been realizing, that I need to hold space for myself. And you know what? I'm fine with everything that happened. I'm not the one that has to carry the guilt for assaulting someone. It's the other person. They have to live with themselves, not me. I don't have to live with that. I don't have to live with that shame. But again, I have no regrets, because I started drawing again. I started looking for myself outside of my trauma, outside of the terrible things that happened to me, knowing that it's a part of my story, but ultimately it's not who I am. Yes, I grew up being sexually assaulted. Yes, I grew up being promiscuous. Yes, I did all those things. But there are so many things about me outside of that makes me lovable. And I'm saying those parts of me aren't lovable, but I'm an interesting person. I'm an artistic person. I'm very talented. I'm very confident. I'm very empathetic. There are great qualities about me. And I feel like, I don't know, I think people be wanting me to feel like there aren't great qualities about me. They want me to go into this fucking spiral. I don't fucking know, but enough about what people think. I know that I'm amazing. Outside of that, regardless of that stuff happening to me, I'm amazing. And I deserve to still be beautiful and still shine and not hide regardless of it. Hiding is not going to stop negative experiences from occurring. Like, people are going to not like you anyway. People are going to maybe think about, oh, how can I get into this girl's world? And maybe people do think that, like, oh, I can get her. I can just I can, you know, I can fake flirt with her. I can like her so I can get her in the room and attack her spiritually and attack her in this way. But like, me wanting love and me wanting sexual connection doesn't make me desperate. It doesn't make me a victim. It doesn't make me someone that can be attacked. You choosing to see me that way is a reflection of you, not me. None of that is my fault. And that's what I'm starting to realize. Like, none of that's my fault. Do I have, moving forward, I have been much more smarter than that. Man, I had somebody tell me, like, yeah, come out with me and my homeboys. We finna hang out. We finna go to this hotel room first. I said, no. I'm not coming with nobody in no hotel. I don't know none of you niggas. And guess what? While there are plenty of women who grew up with men that protected them, grew up with fathers who raised them, who loved them correctly, showed them what it means to what it means when a man really loves you. I didn't grow up with that. And I don't talk to my dad. And I didn't grow up with a mom who showed me that either. So I have to be way more. I have to, I'm trying to teach myself and I'm learning through my experiences. And fortunately, this was one of my experiences that ultimately, like, was the nail in the coffin. Like, okay, no, like, because I'm not putting this person on a pedestal, but damn, I did expect a little bit more out of you. And like, I'm not disappointed in them, I'm disappointed in myself. For once again, hearing someone disregard my boundaries because I told this person I wasn't gay. We went to the club and they said, oh, let's fuck Shansia. I just told you I wasn't gay. That was a violation of my boundaries, of my sexual boundaries. You don't care about what I like sexually. It was right on Front Street. And still I went to go hang out with this person. But I forgive myself. And I know God forgives me. I know I'm forgiven. Like, I know I'm not ashamed of myself. I'm not ashamed of my mistakes. But yeah, young girls, protect yourself. It's not your fault. Hold space for yourself. Love those parts. If you were someone, speak to yourself. This is my therapist tell me. Speak to that little girl and tell her, like, it's okay. You can do better moving forward. You will have more than enough power to do better moving forward. Like, and you aren't terrible for making a mistake. Like, what am I walking around ashamed for? Because what, I slept with 2 people? I'm not ashamed of that either. I don't fucking care. Like, I usually stay away from stuff like that, but this time I didn't give a fuck and I did it, and I still don't feel guilty. Like, I don't feel guilty, or not that I still don't feel guilty, because I did feel guilty at first. But I tried to talk to this person. I tried to apologize. I texted him. I said I would love to sit down and see how you see how my words made you feel, because I sent him this terrible ass text message. But like, yeah, I was like, I would love to sit down and apologize to your face, not just over fucking text message. Like, I try to right my wrongs, but did this person ever try to right their wrongs with me? No. But that's the thing though, like, and that's not that I have more self-awareness than this person, but I definitely, there's something different. Like, I'm sorry, I think men who sexually assault women know they're doing it. I don't think they're dumb and that oblivious, because like, also this person thinks they know every fucking thing in the world. Like, that's how they talk. They don't ever ask questions. All they do is talk, make statements. They don't ever speak as if they have room to learn stuff. So I'm sorry, I truly believe that this person knows who they are, and I'm choosing to stay away. Like, yes, I tried to like be cool and stuff like that, but that was just me gaslighting myself, trying to give the benefit of the doubt, trying to see the good in people. No, I'm not. You can't be anything to me. Hopefully you go out into the world and treat other people different. I pray to God. Like, I don't even feel comfortable. I don't want to. I don't want to come out and say nobody's name. I'm not gonna do that. Like, I also don't have no proof. I know how the world works, but you know, if you keep assaulting people, eventually you're gonna get exposed. Like, and that's gonna be on you. It ain't gonna have nothing to do with it. Yeah. Uh, don't feel guilty or hold space for that guilt, and remind yourself that it's okay. That's kind of a normal. I feel like that's the normal. I feel like that's a normal rate. That's the expected effect of assault, is that you blame yourself first. You feel guilty first. Like you don't try to you don't immediately tell this person like, hey, you did this, blah blah. Like just hold space for that and be like, it's okay that you feel guilty. Like you're gonna grow out of that. You're gonna overcome that. Like, and yeah, don't hang with these men. They're fucking weird. They don't care about your voice. They don't care about your body. All they give a fuck is about their own body, their own, pleasing themselves. Like, and it's nothing wrong for women to want to have sexual desires too. Like, it's nothing wrong with that, but it has to be consensual. It has to be a mutual feeling. Like, there shouldn't have to be no pull and tug. There shouldn't have to be someone forcing themselves on you and then you saying, okay, yes, fuck, let's do it. Like, no, that's weird. Like, that shouldn't have to happen. But yeah, y'all be safe, protect yourselves, and be smarter, and don't hold space for those parts of yourself that may feel shame, guilt, remorse, and whatever else. Bye.